Tampere is the provincial center of PIRKANMAA and Finland's third largest city with a population of 240,000. The city's population has grown fivefold over the last century. The province of PIRKANMAA was born around the medieval village of Pirkkala. Currently, PIRKANMAA province consists of 23 municipalities, 12 of which are towns or cities. The province is Finland's 11th largest by land area, but 4th largest by population. PIRKANMAA offers varying landscapes. The region has ridges and hilly terrain, massive waterways, wide plains, villages and urban areas. The Tampere region has both natural landscapes formed by the waterways and ridges and cultural landscapes resulting from heavy urbanization. Running through the center, Tammerkoski Rapids are the heart of the city and the foundation for its development through industrialization. The cityscape in Tampere is characterized by the city's industrial heritage, numerous public and private buildings from the 19th and 20th centuries, the architecture of the churches, and the various highlights of contemporary city design. Tampere has several districts with their distinctive cultural environments, such as Pispala. Tampere is an active city of culture with several museums, a wide range of theatres and hundreds of concerts, exhibitions and different cultural events each year. Waterways and the mobility they offered attracted people to the Tampere region already in the prehistoric era. Permanent human settlements were built by the westbound settlers some 1500 years ago. The new residents farmed land and raised cattle, which resulted in settlements developing to the east of the current city center. Over time, more new houses were built nearby. By the Middle Ages, the settlements in Tampere had already grown into villages. The region had some 200 houses and roadways to nearby provinces which ran near the rapids. The founding of the city of Tampere got started when the crown purchased the land to the west of the rapids from a private owner in the 1770s. Tampere was founded by King Gustav III of Sweden on the 1st of October 1779, at which time the area was still a small rural community. The city structure started developing on both sides of the rapids with the industrialization of the 19th century. The rapids supplied power to workshops and cotton mills, for example. Heavy industrialization resulted in rapid population growth and the construction of infrastructure, such as railways. At the beginning of the 20th century, Tampere was Finland's most important industrial city and a hub for various activities. At the start of the First World War, Tampere was experiencing an economic boom due to the high demand for industrial products. However, the tensions that started mounting in 1917 and the subsequent civil war were very challenging for its residents. During the reconstruction period following both world wars, however, the companies in Tampere received plenty of orders and the city started blooming once again. In the late 20th century, the industry had to adapt to a massive paradigm shift caused by the collapse of the Eastern Bloc, for example, which resulted in many companies shutting down. Currently, many of the former industrial buildings are spaces for culture and modern enterprise.
Meillä on pitkään jo ollut mottona tehdä työtä hyvän kulttuuriympäristön puolesta yhdessä ihmisten kanssa. Ja tämä kyllä ohjaa ihan kaikkia toiminnan lajeja. Ja mielestäni se pohjaa ihan suoraan tuohon eurooppalaiseen Faaron yleissopimukseen, jonka mukaan ihan jokaisella tulisi olla oikeus omaan kulttuuriperintöön ja myös mahdollisuus pystyä vaikuttamaan sen tilaan ja minkälaista se oma lähiympäristö ja se merkitykselliseksi koettu ympäristö on. Ja edelleen tämä Faaron sopimus kehottaa yhteisöjä yhdessä tekemään tätä vaikutustyötä. Ja maakuntamuseon rooli sitten siinä on olla mahdollistaja ja semmoinen yhteen keräävä, että me tuodaan ilmi niitä kohteita, missä missä on tarpeen hoitotyötä tehdä ja sitten yhdessä kansalaisten kanssa löydetään hyvät mallit siihen. Ja vieläpä en malta olla muistuttamatta, että Suomen perustuslakikin yhtä lailla velvoittaa tähän yhteisvastuullisuuteen. Siellä sanotaan, että vastuu luonnosta ja sen monimuotoisuudesta, ympäristöstä ja kulttuuriperinnöstä kuuluu ihan kaikille. Sitä työtä tässä tehdään.
The idea behind Adopt a Monument is that supporting voluntary actions will create a genuine desire for culture that may be visible as the sustainable management of our cultural heritage. Adopting a site should be based on the volunteers' own needs. It is equally important to give the adopters sufficient space to own their cultural heritage and to attach meanings to it. Adopt a Monument activities consist of voluntary work at sites related to archaeology and architectural history. The adopter will care for our shared cultural heritage by monitoring the condition of the site, rectifying problems, researching its history, and arranging events at the site. Adopting means taking cultural heritage into your own circle of life and working towards preserving it in a very tangible manner. Most of the Adopt a Monument volunteers carry out long-term work at one site. Others choose to work for a shorter period of time for a specific monument. A wide selection of sites is available, from Iron Age hill forts to burial cairns, stone walls, cellars, houses and festival grounds. Depending on the nature of the sites, adoption can mean trimming the vegetation, restoring the structures, setting up signs, improving access or arranging guided tours. Adopters may be communities, associations, companies or public organizations such as schools. Some have set up organizations specifically to care for their adopted site. For schools, the sites can be specially chosen to provide educational content. The adoption coordinator brings together a suitable site and adopter. It is also possible to suggest a site to the coordinator, after which its suitability will be tested according to the principles of adoption. Long-term caretaking is based on agreements between the site's owner, the adopter, and the regional museum. The goal is to establish ongoing long-term adoption agreements, but it is equally important to have shorter, fun projects and to involve citizens in various collective efforts and events. A caretaking plan is drawn up for the site that takes into account its condition and the resources of the community offering to care for it. The plan acts as the adopter's manual. The plan also considers suitable uses for the site and safety aspects during caretaking and events. Adopters monitor the state of the cultural environment at their site and report to the PIRKANMAA Regional Museum on their observations and the actions taken. Some of the events and voluntary activities are available to everyone. Adopters are not required to have earlier experience, advanced information on matters related to cultural environments or special skills in the field. At the PIRKANMAA Regional Museum, the Adopt a Monument work is supported by a team of experts in caring for our cultural heritage. Archaeologists, building researchers, a building repair expert, and a researcher of local culture. Any professional work possibly required at the adopted site will be handled under authority supervision either when the site is being established or by agreement in cooperation with the coordinator during the course of the caretaking. Museums also arrange training events and field trips that offer opportunities for learning and meeting other adopters. Adopt a Monument work will succeed when the experts organizing it consider themselves civil servants. Our shared cultural heritage belongs to everyone, and the sites are always local. Information concerning cultural heritage must be easily accessible, and authorities must respect the locals' need to talk about the site in their own way and to attach their own meanings to it.